Nikea here with another day of Vlogmas. We are coming to the end. So I thought it would be a good time for me to sit down and reflect on my year, do a year in review. And how I'm going to do that, I'm going to look back through my phone on my Google Photos, and I just thought about this, I'm going to look back on my Instagram just to see like what was going on in my life and to help remind me, since I've kind of been in the house all year. But I still want to reflect back on my year and talk about some memories, some highs and some lows. But before we get into this video, if you haven't already, take one quick second, go down below, click that subscribe button. Once you do that, that bell notification button's gonna pop up. Click that so that you never miss an upload. Join the club. All right, let's get into this. Year in review, naughty or nice? Going back to the top of 2020, nothing much pretty happened in January, according to my Google Photos. My Google Photos are full of screenshots for thumbnails for my YouTube videos. So I did record a lot of content in January. Also during this time, there was a time where I braided my hair, and I did this because I was preparing to go to California because I just knew they were gonna pick me to be on Instant Influencer. But I thought I was gonna be going to Cali for Instant Influencer for like a week or two, so I was like, let me braid my hair so I don't have to worry about that when I'm on the show, because I had entered to be an Instant Influencer. Looking back, I posted a story that said, imagine us all waiting for 2020 and all of a sudden here comes 2019 S+. We all know how the year turned out. And I have my story sharing my midnight kiss with my husband. We went to the mountains. We had a snow day in January. That was fun because I started off the year as a teacher. Also in January, I had a makeup client. Well, I had a bride trial. I'll put pictures up on the screen, of course. Her wedding would have been in March, I think, or May. So I don't even know if she even had the wedding. She never booked me, which was like really upsetting. She wanted to be like, she said the makeup was too much for her. She wanted something more natural and she's just gonna do it herself. Okay, on to February. Oh, and then me and my husband tried this wine called Apothic Inferno. And boy, that wine, it's red wine aged in whiskey barrels, and it will put you down. And then of course in January, I celebrated Founders Day with my sorors. I didn't actually do anything but post on social media. I didn't go anywhere. Oh man, Kobe passed away. RIP. That was really hard for me. I've never been like a super like Kobe Bryant fanatic. He was somebody that I grew up with, you know, a part of my generation, and I was really emotional. My students were emotional too. Kobe! Ah, that was good! Alright, on to February. See what happened. Scrolling down memory lane. Oh, February I went to Mardi Gras for the first time down in New Orleans. But yeah, I went to NOLA, had a good time. We went with our friends David and Jasmine, the Fantastic Four, gang gang. And David and Jasmine actually got engaged. We had a really good time. Like, you know, we hung out. I think I walked 50,000 steps one day. It was a good time. Yeah, I'm glad we took that trip. That was the last trip I took this year. A few weeks later, we were in Quarantiana. Oh my gosh, I totally regret this. Going on to March, let's see. Yeah, according to my Google Photos, let's see, March 14th, I went to a funeral. That was really sad. My husband, one of the students he used to work with, yeah, we went to his funeral. This was right before the government said that we needed to social distance and everybody stay in the house. And looking back on it, I'm like, God really protected us, because we were sitting in a church that was packed and sitting next to people like sardines. So I'm grateful that I didn't catch the vid. Dang, my husband was on the wave early. On March 4th, he was sitting here wearing a mask. He knew. I don't know why he wearing a mask. Oh, my mom got sick. Yeah, and he was wearing a mask in the house. I'm like, babe, you don't need to wear a mask.
Turns out I did.
Y'all hear his commentary in the back. Oh, I bought one of my students a blanket for his birthday. Just turned 17 and all he wanted was an animal blanket with a hood. So now he's a dinosaur. He was happy. From 5 and below. Oh my gosh, my husband got me saying 5 and below. Oh man, we had our first social distancing double date with our friends on March 18th. That is so crazy. It seems like so long ago, but that was legit this year. And we drank a lot of wine during the first phases of quarantine. Yeah, looking back at the beginning of social distancing and quarantine, I legit was probably depressed. I stayed in bed a lot, but I did get to celebrate my Deltaversary with my line sisters virtually. We had planned to meet up, but you know, the vid. So I've been a Delta now for 6 years. Oh, my husband and I started the dating column, which we have pivoted on in March. In March, I also lost my uncle, my youngest uncle on my mother's side. So that was definitely rough. And then in April, I lost my grandmother. That was really tough. Was not expecting that. But the day that she passed away, my husband and I actually started doing our inspiration collection photos because we had been in the house at this point for a month and a half, and my husband was working from home. He hadn't shot photography since I don't even know. So we did a picture every day for about 30 days, and some of them came out really nice and people really liked it. People wanted to come back, so maybe it will, maybe once we leave Virginia. And people actually bought prints of the photos, so that was really fun. Something for me to do every day, to do my makeup and to be his model. And then my husband was able to practice his photography skills, and he was definitely challenged in different ways. In April, Jazz also asked me to be her bridesmaid. She's so extra. She had a but I love it though. Yeah, still in April, we did a lot of drinking. A lot of drinking. I was trying to do a lot to take care of myself, like with self-care. Trying to do a lot with, you know, my content and stuff like that. So in May, we had a couples date night with all of our couples friends. We met virtually on Zoom to kind of like catch up and talk. And before that, EJ and I had our own date night. We went to the islands in the basement, and my friends actually got to see me spit a little bit of Cannon by Lil Wayne. And then all these black people was getting killed by police in May. Like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So that was really rough. Like, being a black person in America, your mental health really got attacked during this pandemic, and with all the social injustice and social unrest, and there's still stuff going on to this day. So yeah, my mental health was shot. And I tried to find, I feel like I mentioned this before, I tried to find a therapist, but I would rather meet with someone in person first, then meet with somebody online, because it's like it's a relationship. So then in May, we also went down to Charlotte to spend some time away from being in my parents' house, because as you all know, there's a total of 10 of us with 2 dogs, so we just needed a break from everybody, just to be like, woo. And I was able to do Jasmine's makeup for her casual engagement photo shoot that my husband took pictures for. And then I also did makeup for like a staged bridal wedding photo shoot that my husband did in partnership with a event planner. And now moving on to June. And in June, we celebrate my mom's birthday on the deck again. All we do is Jenga and have a good time. And then I also announced Ellie Mae Designs. So I have a Cricut, and I've been designing t-shirts and stuff like that. But yeah, I named it Ellie Mae Designs after my grandmother. Thank you for all those who have supported me, especially Jasmine. She keeps supporting me. Also, Black Girl Lit launched some merch in June. So that's exciting. So I'm a part of a podcast with Jasmine, and we have merch on sale right now. Go to our website, check it out. Also in June, my bonus daughter graduated from elementary school and started middle school. So we went to her graduation. We did a drive-through. So in July, I reached 1,000 subscribers, and my 1,000th subscriber was somebody named Naja T. So that was really dope. I have it screenshotted in my phone. July was pretty lit. We also took a tour of North Carolina. So we went to the coast where my husband is from to visit his parents. We went to the beach. Then we went to the mountains with our girls and we stayed in the cabin. I have a vlog on that. We actually climbed an entire mountain, y'all. 6 hours. And I do think, back to reaching 1,000 subscribers, I think the video that helped me was the Savage X Fenty video that I did for the YouTube Hustle Challenge. I was a part of that with JaLynn. I have a video on that as well. In August, can't believe this happened. That seems like so long ago. In August, I went down to Charlotte to go with Jasmine for her dress fitting. She found her dress that day. It's so beautiful. I can't wait for her to show the world. Also in August, I started teaching Harper. I kind of fell off with that now, but it's a lot with all these people in the house. Oh, me and my husband did a green smoothie cleanse. Woo, child. Y'all go check out that vlog, that green smoothie. It's worth it. I would do it again, but differently. I'm probably gonna do it before this wedding. Also in August, my husband's little cousin got married. So we were able to witness that. I guess you would call it a micro wedding. That's what they're calling them now. In September, we went to another cabin to celebrate David and Jasmine's birthday. That was fun. And we went down because we were trying to avoid renovations. Because my parents were renovating the main floor, getting the floors done and the paint and the cabinets, so we were trying to avoid that and didn't want to be stuck in our rooms. Also in September, I went back and I re-edited my wedding video. Also in September, I was able to join the YouTube Partner Program, so now my videos are monetized. I'm able to put ads in them, so that's been one of my goals, so I was able to achieve that this year. Woo! Alright, October, I celebrated 1 year of marriage. My husband and I survived living in a house with 8 other people, and we survived the pandemic. Did we argue? Yes. Did we disagree? Did we not talk to each other sometimes? Yes, but we always slept in the same bed and we made it through. And then also on that same day, my husband and I launched our business and brand together, Mind Your Own Marriage. So we have some merch. Go check it out. And then we also were able to go to Riley. We got an Airbnb because Reagan, our daughter, lives there. So she was in virtual school, so she was able to come to the cottage that we had, and we were able to spend some time with her because it had been a while since we hung out, I think. And Harper was so excited to see her sister. I celebrated my 32nd birthday in October, and Harper turned 4. I have a 4-year-old. What the heck? We did our annual mother-daughter photos, pictures. Also, my line sister got married, so I was able to go to her wedding. Oh my gosh, I had to wear a mask the whole time. Ooh, I'm so ready for this thing to be over, y'all. We also took Harper to the pumpkin patch for the first time. We were able to pick some raspberries, and we picked a pumpkin, and we carved a pumpkin. That was really fun. Our neighborhood also had like a harvest festival, so that was really dope. Like the kids got to do hay rides. They didn't get to go trick-or-treating, but everybody like brought candy there, so the kids were able to have candy. We had a little parade and they threw candy out for the kids. That was really fun. And then the adults sat around a fire pit later on that night and we just drank wine and beer and liquor and chilled out. So that was really dope to have some adult time. That was really, really fun. All right, November. So although my birthday's in October, I celebrated in November with a small dinner party. That was dope. There's vlogs up on that. I did like everything myself. So also in November, I officially like shot my first, well, it's not my first wedding with my husband. Like I've been going with him on photography gigs for a while and weddings, but this wedding that we went to recently in November, I took a lot of pictures. Like I feel like a legit photographer. He likes for me to work with him because then he can be my boss because he's a photography expert. He taught me everything I know, so I say that he likes to boss me around. And one of the guests like kept tipping me and my husband. Thanks, we appreciate it. So that was really dope. And also in November is when I locked my hair. These are locks, y'all. These are my starter locks. I started them with 2-strand twists. I have a video up on my channel about me starting my locks. You can see me putting them in. November, we also celebrated Thanksgiving. We stayed at home and we just had a good time. We cooked, we ate, we drank. It was just Thanksgiving was really good this year. Spending it at home with my family, it was really fun. Yeah, then December came with a vengeance, and I've just been doing Vlogmas. I have been planning for next year, even though I started that earlier, but you know, next year is coming, it's upon us. Christmas is coming, it is upon us. So I've just been gearing up for next year, making plans, setting goals, writing things down as always. My husband and I want to revamp our vision board, which I'll probably share that with y'all as well. So in December, I slid in the DMs of some of my favorite reality TV stars, celebrities, and they responded.
I'm gonna just sit here then and be cute.
Nah, you got bags.
Watch
you can open up the bags in a nice, easier box.
Hey girl, Nikea just edited us up some stuff. What's lit?
Plugs, hit up Nikea.
Nikea, see you.
So I reached out to the Randalls from Married at First Sight this past season in New Orleans, and they started a YouTube channel, so I've done some work for them. So once they post it out, I'll let y'all know. Be on the lookout for that. We'll be collaborating and working together. I'm so excited. Thank you to Woody and Amani for working with me. I just wanted to sit and reflect on this year, and it was fun to look at those memories and see like what I've done through this year and kind of remind myself like everything that I've been through, even the good and the bad, you know, dealing with my mental health, you know, dealing with, you know, anxiety and some mild depression, and dealing with grief and death, and first year of marriage and living in this house with all these people and personalities and stuff like that, and being away from my friends because I'm an extrovert, so that's been really hard. And also seeing the good, all the growth that I've seen on my YouTube channel. I've gained over 900 plus subscribers in just this year. I've learned skills, I'm making connections with people. I'm about to cry right now. I'm just so happy to see the growth and the change in myself and in everything that I'm doing. Thank all of you for your continued support and watching me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. But 2020 overall, I will say the good outweighs the bad. Has it been a perfect year? No, but I'm grateful to be alive, and I'm grateful to have not only survived but to have thrived during this time, because a lot of people can't say that. And I'm just grateful for my story and how good this year and things that happened in this year have been to me. They have not all been good, they have not all been perfect, but I'm here. That's it for today's video, beauties. Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, make sure you go down below, click that subscribe button, and right next to that, click that bell notification button so that you never miss when I post. Like I always say, it's free, it's easy, and it's fun. I'll be sure to see you in the next Vlogmas video. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Bye.